Sweet World, and welcome to the Starters NBA All-Star Special live from Gate 5 here in Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, world. Hour-long episode of the Starters tonight, one of my favorite shows of the year. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Taz Millis.
The NBA All-Star Game is in Toronto. It's happening.
It's happening. To my left, it's the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis.
Friends.
Lily. And last, certainly not least, Starters blog editor, Trey Kirby.
Hey-yo!
Hey-yo! First things first, can we address
He's
this
the realist.
shirt? Swaggy Lee is back in the building with his best All-Star threads.
It's All-Star weekend, guys, and you just bring out the same old shirts we see on the Monday to Friday
Excuse
show.
me.
I mean, come on.
Like, this is last
Jeez.
year. There's Swaggy Lee last year.
I mean, I understand you can't pull it off, but...
Yeah, hey, look. How
You're
much?
actually a little less swagged out, I feel like, this year. More striped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, just trying to mix it up.
How
change it
much
up.
we talking here? $50? $60?
Come on, north of
$10.
60.
You're right,
North of
$10.
60.
Okay. All right, look, we got an exciting show for you tonight. We're going to make all of our predictions for all of the All-Star Weekend events. You've had your say on Facebook, and jump on Twitter, hashtag the Starters, with your picks as we go through them. And we have the rubber match dunk contest between E-Dog and Taco Trey Kirby.
It's going to be a big one.
You're going to want to
be
stick
a
around
good
for
one.
this one.
We have been, building the hype to this for what feels like weeks, months. So finally tonight,
Basically a year, yeah.
we see who wins, and you're going to have a say in that again
Yeah.
on Twitter in terms of who you vote for, E-Dog there or Taco Trey Kirby. But let's thank a little bit the fans that have come out over the last couple days. We were over at Real Sports, some 50 feet away from us here at Gate 5 at the ACC. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Superfan.
Great celebrities, yeah. Superfan Navatia.
Messiah.
GM Masai Ujiri coming through. We had the Canada Cup. It was controversial.
So controversial.
Knees were hurt. Trey, Lee eventually won the speed skating. Trey, Paul Bunyan there took the axe throwing. And Tass, in a miraculous comeback, took down a plate of poutine in record time. Kobayashi tweeted me, and he was impressed with that, Tass. So
He was loving it.
congrats to that. So again, thanks to all the fans that have come out from Monday through Wednesday, and it was so much fun. And again, Real Sports, they were great to us. All right, with all that said, let's get to our first event. It's happening not
It's
long
here,
from
baby.
now. Yeah, it's happening 50 yards that way. It is the Rising Stars Challenge. Quick look at the U.S. team roster. Now, Suns rookie Devin Booker, he's actually replacing injured Nerlens Noel in that. I'm happy about that. Big Booker fan, and we'll get to that when we get to the three-point
not bad.
contest. The World Team roster, your big names, Andrew Wiggins, of course, playing in front of his home country crowd, and Kristaps Porzingis, the Latvian unicorn. So, we've done this now. This will be the second year where we have the Team USA versus the Team World format of these first and second year guys. Tass, which squad do you think is better before we get to our actual MVP picks?
The U.S. team's a little more stacked. You just mentioned a couple guys that are going to lead the world team in Porzingis, Moutier, as well as Wiggins, but this team is just stacked.
Yeah.
Parker, Towns, Okafor, D'Angelo Russell. I still love the
A lot
format,
of
though.
bigs.
Yeah, it's a large squad. Oh, but we're going to see D'Angelo Russell doing
Sure.
some flair out there.
Yeah, the difference with the world team, I feel like, is going with the world team format. You're maybe going to get guys that wouldn't necessarily be in the game. Your Bojan Bogdanovic, Clint Capella. Do they stand up to the Americans like Jahlil Okafor, Karl Anthony Towns? It's impossible to say, but as an American, I'm feeling pretty strong about our U.S. team.
Yeah.
Just representing, you know?
But the world team did it last year, remember? So
How dare you rub that in my face?
All right, well, let's get to our predictions for MVP of this game. Wow, we're going across the board here. Trey, the fans agree with you and say the Latvian unicorn there, Porzingis. Lee, you go with Jabari Parker.
Yep.
I'm interested about that pick.
Yep.
Tass, you're keeping it simple, going last year's winner MVP, Andrew Wiggins. And I'll take the other Wolf. Well, I guess there's a couple Wolves in this game, but I'll go Karl Anthony Towns. Why Wiggins? Again.
Andrew Wiggins is going to be the MVP. This is his hometown. He's doing it right here. He's going to be doing it for his fans. Just like you mentioned, there are some guys on that team that maybe shouldn't be on it. So they're going to look to Wiggins a lot. So I think he's going to get a ton of opportunities. Sure. But again, he is on his home crowd. He's doing it for Thornhill. He's doing it for Vaughn. He's doing it for Richmond Hill and a bunch of other places that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he? He's averaged 25 over his last 5. I think he's going to pop at least 30 tonight. And again, him and Porzingis and Moutier are the only guys that are really going to score
Super
on
established
that team.
guys, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's wise to go with a Timberwolf in this game because you have 3 of them to pick from. That's why I go with Towns in the end. The back-to-back, you wonder about winning it. But, Karl Anthony Towns, what we've seen from him this year, and Porzingis has been incredible as well, but these two rooks, easily the front runners for Rookie of the Year.
Towns,
One of them is
absolutely,
going to
yeah.
win it, and I think it will be Cat in the end. I think he's going to have a huge game tonight. It helps at times to be a big guy in this game. We've seen Drummond and Kenneth Faried. So, in the end, Jabari Parker, though, quickly.
Yeah, just because of the way he's played this year. I think last year that injury, he really missed the game of basketball, and he plays every single game so competitively. Even though this is an exhibition game, I think he still wants to go out there and just play his best. He's thrown down a lot of really nice dunks this year, which I think will catch the attention of voters out there as
All
well.
right, yeah, that's true. The big fan vote actually is huge in this. Maybe a case for Wiggins and Canada.
You better believe it. At home, Andrew Wiggins is going to be holding that trophy
Okay,
if
well,
they get a trophy.
Let's get to the skills challenge. Now, we're excited about this because we've got a new format. We got the bigs in this. We should point out, though, that Nuggets guard Emmanuel Mudiay, he is in this. He's replacing the defending champ, Patrick Beverley. We will have a new Taco Bell skills challenge winner by the end of Saturday night. Look at the bracket. They just released this. We know who's going up against who now. It is the smalls on one side.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
smart.
bigs on the other. The first time, of course, that multiple non-guards are competing in this thing. We're happy.
This
that
is fun.
They've unleashed
Very cool.
the bigs. DeMarcus Cousins, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns going to be busy this weekend. I'm very excited for this because it's an event that I don't think a lot of people were all that into. I love this new little wrinkle.
Something different.
And it's going to be fun that eventually we're going to have a small guy in the final against a big guy. And you know that each side's going to want to rep for the respective size. So
The big guys are going to be smiling, having a great time, flinging the ball up, through passing, going through the cones.
Yep.
There's more pressure on the little guys for sure. I mean, they have
think
to come
so?
out on top of this. Yeah, they don't want to be upstaged by a big man.
Well, let's see our predictions for this one. Again, the fans were voting on the starters' Facebook page. So who does everyone have in the end? Wow.
Oh.
We've got it down to two guys, one big, one small. Tass, Trey, and the fans say Isaiah Thomas. Lee and myself, we're going with the bigs.
Yeah.
As a big guy myself, I have to back the bigs.
Respect.
Yeah, Draymond Green. Why Isaiah Thomas, guys?
I want Isaiah to win because the kids are watching out there.
Yep.
And I want the kids to connect with somebody that sort of looks like them, that's their size. I don't know. Isaiah Thomas last year, he lost in the first round to Patrick Beverley, the eventual winner. He's got a little chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he just seems like he's built for this event. He's a shifty guy. He can shoot, he can pass, and he's a little guy. I'm definitely rooting for the little guys in this because I know that most little guys are better than big guys at handling the ball as a big guy who can't handle the ball.
And he also said today if he gets in the All-Star game, no matter how many minutes he plays, he's going to win MVP. So he's confident going into this weekend.
Draymond Green. You like the bigs to take this.
Of course, you want kids to relate to someone. Well, what about Draymond Green, a guy who came into the league, was on the bench for a while. People didn't think he was that skilled. Now he's one of the most versatile players in the league, leading the league in forwards and assists. He can do it at both ends. He's got underrated ball handling skills, and you just know he wants to go out there and beat these little guys at their own game.
I agree with you. I think he really wants. We've seen how competitive this guy is.
God,
He's going to want this thing.
Yeah.
All that said, it's very difficult to make a prediction for this one because you come down to the three-pointer there, and they could easily miss it. Yeah.
The bigs, there is a little disadvantage there, pulling up with a three-point shot.
Draymond-
They
Draymond's
usually get it
fine
on
with
a
that.
pass. They get it on a pass. This is true.
That's right. Isaiah's got
Positionless
further to
NBA.
throw it. He's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's hear your picks on Twitter. Hashtag the starters. Jump on there, guys. Got to take a break. Of course, lots more still to come on an hour-long episode of the starters tonight. Can Steph Curry make it back-to-back? We'll make our three-point contest predictions when we return. Welcome back to the Starters NBA All-Star Special live in Toronto, where it's a little chilly out there, but we're staying nice and warm in here with the heat from Lee's shirt. That's a hot shirt. Woo, that's a hot shirt, Lee. Nice and toasty. All right, let's keep it going as we make our predictions. We've done the Rising Stars MVP. We've done the Skills Challenge. Let's get to the three-point contest participants. This event's stacked.
This is the Big Daddy. They call it the Big Daddy here in Canada.
Stacks. CJ McCollum in this now. Unfortunately, no Chris Bosh.
Bummer.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But again, you got the Splash Bros, Harden. You got some stars. I love that too, like in Lowry. Curry is our defending champ. He was he was money there last year. Scored something like 27 in the championship round to take care of Clay and Kyrie, who also made it through to the finals. So can he go back to back? What does everyone think? A lot of us think it is Steph Curry, Lee, Trey, and the fans on the starters Facebook page. Tess, you say Clay, and I'm going with a bit of a wild card here. I'm going with Devin Booker. But why do you guys think Curry can become the first back-to-back winner in this since what, Capono in 07, 08?
Well, he dominated last year, and he's a better shooter this year, I think.
Tough to argue that.
You know, his stroke is even better. It's so hard to even imagine him going more than 2 or 3 shots in a row without missing. And then when he gets hot, you can see him easily hitting 8 or 9. Or I think it was 13 in a row last year.
13 last year.
I think it's almost worth handicapping him in this. Maybe making him not have a Moneyball rack or something, because I just think he's the overwhelming favorite. I mean,
I think you're going a little overboard.
Well, to me, he has kind of become the Spurs of the three-point contest. Until somebody beats him, I'm going to pick him every single year. So that's this year. The only thing I'm a little concerned of, I don't know if Lee's given him any tips. He didn't win a three-point contest until Lee chimed in. Last year chimed in, he won it, but I don't know. Maybe it'll carry over year to year.
Maybe he'll text me tonight or tomorrow and
maybe he saved it on his DVR. We could be good.
Why Clay though?
Steph can't win everything.
Yeah.
He can't.
He actually
He's
can.
not allowed. No, he can't win everything. And he is 1 for 4 in these contests.
Yeah, right.
So you have
But
to
that
remember
one was a pretty good one.
Yeah, okay, but he has only won 1 while losing 3. And Clay is, if you're going to handicap it, he's the second favorite.
Yes.
And Steph can't win everything. That's all I have to say.
Why not?
I know Dell and Sonia taught him how to share, so he should share this championship with his teammate. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like how they have this little rivalry going between the two of them.
That was great last year.
Yeah, it was great, and you would expect the same on Saturday night. I go Devin Booker, though. Give me the youngest participant ever in the three-point contest. I just think he's got nothing to lose, because that's the thing you're not bringing up here. Everyone expects Curry to repeat or even Clay to take it. There's some pressure there. That can build a little bit.
You don't think there's a little pressure on Devin Booker?
Not at all. No one expects him to win. He's coming in here.
He's a kid at the first time at this event.
It won't matter. It won't matter. No one expects him to win. Nah, he's going to be fine. That's my wild card. All right. Well, that's the Saturday night three-point contest. We like to have the Lee three-point contest every year here on the show. This will be our 3rd year, right, Lee?
Yes, that's right.
Last 2 years, you're a shooter, Lee. But the first year, you struggled with
Badly.
6 or 7.
The hair was holding you back.
But then Lee Ellis hit the gym.
Toned up that
Bar
core.
3, the core got real tight. I still don't know what you're doing in that one, Photo.
That's water ski, it's called.
Okay, water skiing. Well, last year you put up a very respectable 16.
Yeah.
16 is no joke, Lee. Now, was that official NBA three-point line?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't, so you really put up nothing.
Yeah.
But not bad.
That's impressive.
You've obviously had a crack at it for the 3rd time here this year. We don't know how you've done. We haven't even seen the footage. But what did you do differently besides bar 3? Yeah, you're always doing that. What did you do differently leading into this year?
Well, I practiced a lot at the NBA TV studios,
Yes,
as you
true.
know.
You're in there for
but
hours.
The thing was, I scored 16 last year, and I missed my last 4. So it made me feel
Fatigue.
that for 20 was in reach.
Okay.
So I actually had to get one of the best shooters in the business to come and help me out and see if he could help me achieve 20, because that was my goal for this year.
Well, let's have a look.
The three-point contest is a difficult thing to do well in. You know, it really is. You warm up and then you kind of sit there for a long time and then you have a minute to make it happen, and it's sometimes difficult to find your rhythm.
Do you think you can help me get to 20?
I hope so. 20 is a good number, man. It's a good goal.
It's a good goal, right. So I'm going to go around, just shoot a couple of shots. You can sort of have a look at how my form is, my mechanics, my footwork, my body, all that sort of stuff. And then when I knock a few in, hopefully, well, I'll probably miss, but you can give me some advice and hopefully we can improve.
I love it. Let's do it. I think the shots that you missed were short. For me, when I shoot slow, is when I usually tend to leave them short.
Yeah.
Maybe try to pick up the speed a little bit.
Okay.
I think that might help you without rushing it.
See how we do from here, okay?
Go.
Ready?
Do it.
That's the money ball.
That's the money ball. They were all money balls to me. That was the money ball rack. I like it. I liked it.
What do you think? Can I get 20?
I think you got 20 in you for sure. I think a big part of this contest doing well is actually practicing and getting used to the rack and things like that. That's a big deal, and I feel like you are well prepared and you're going to practice and you're going to do well. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. Appreciate it, man.
You got it. You got it.
Stuff.
You got it.
Here goes. 20. Kyle thinks I can do it. I think I can
21.
do it too.
He's got 21.
21.
Come on.
All right. Hope so. Let's see how it goes.
All right, that wasn't an awkward ending at all. So Kyle Korver helping you out there.
Yeah.
Legit three-point line at
That's
the
right,
Hawks,
yeah.
Hawks Arena, of course.
I just want to point out that's my weakest spot there to the right elbow where I
the
was.
one where you were missing all the
Yeah,
shots. We're well
everywhere,
aware of that.
yeah.
We're well aware of that.
Yeah.
All right, before we see how Lee did, again, we have no idea. What do you guys think he's going to put up? 16 last year. He wants 20. Do you think it's in reach?
I'm thinking 18. I think you're splitting the difference between 16 and 20. Still an improvement. Still a huge score.
First of all, I want to say dreams come true. Lee is
Lee
getting
Ellis.
tips from Kyle Korver
Yeah.
on three-point shooting. I think he's getting 20. I saw a photo of you after the three-point contest. You were grinning ear to ear. That leads me to believe you got a 20 spot in you.
Interesting. I'm going to go 18 with Trey as well.
Okay.
I don't think you're hitting 20. Let's
I'm rooting for
find
it.
out
Come on,
how
Lee.
Lee Ellis does in his third crack at the three-point contest. Can he hit 20? So this is your money ball
This
rack,
is my
right?
money ball rack, yeah. So they're obviously not the colored balls, but this is it.
Okay,
yeah.
so-
Started with the money ball rack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great start. I love how you're in
This is your
full
spot, Lee.
uniform.
Yeah.
Look at those fans.
Oh, you felt
right.
that one, huh?
That's a
That
great
one
start,
felt good.
Lee.
That one felt good.
Okay.
Oh, this is where things get deeper.
You do love the corners.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely do. And this, actually, the left wing is my second favorite
Okay.
spot. So I want to get that money ball.
Wow.
That's a lot of money
Come
balls.
on, Lee.
12.
Come on.
But this is
Sorry.
sort of what happened last year a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
started
Knock
hot.
it
Oh,
down.
yeah. Look at this.
And you usually can't shoot from here because
Come
this
on,
is
give
where
me
the
that
game
money
time
ball.
desk is.
That's
Oh,
right. I know.
That's a tough one
That was
for
a
you.
tough
I like
one.
how you're cheering on.
Yourself.
Do you not
Here
know
we
how
go.
No.
There we go. Lee. There we go. Lee.
Give me another. I need that money ball.
He needs this.
Give me that. Give me that.
No, it's
14.
It's undone. It's undone.
Last year, still
Perfect rack.
inside.
Here it comes.
Lee. Nope.
Oh, wet it.
Oh, 18, come on.
16.
17. 19.
17. Oh, you're devastated and tired.
Just have a snooze.
Well, that's not too. I'm happy with
tired
that.
you are.
Yeah, I'm not too. Hey, it's long. It's.
That's not bad.
no.
17.
Good
That's
stuff.
17, man.
Not bad. Not
Yeah.
20.
Improving every year.
That's right. Yeah.
I think he purposely didn't get 20 so he can try again.
Gotta do it.
I'm just going to keep doing it until JD and Matt get sick of shooting it. So.
Yeah.
We basically do it every day in the
well
studio.
past that, yeah. So, all right, good stuff, Lee.
Thank
We got to take a break. Lots more of Lee Ellis's basketball skills still to come because it's finally time for the dunk contest between Taco Trey Kirby and E-Dog Lee Ellis.
Money ball would have given me 19.
So have a quick nap and come back 2 minutes. You're watching the starters. Welcome back to the Starters NBA All-Star Special here in Toronto, Canada. Gate 5 of the ACC.
Our budget's getting bigger. Look at these scenes.
Wow, did Daryl Brown take the plane out there? Shout out to Daryl Brown. All right, so we've made our way to the dunk contest. Time to make our predictions. Not Taco.
Not the
Not
dunk
dunk.
contest.
That's
Yeah.
the dunk contest. We'll get that a little bit later in the show. But our 4 participants in the Verizon Slam Dunk Contest on Saturday night. It is the marquee event of the weekend, really. Defending champ, Zach LaVine. Odds-on favorite
Yeah.
to repeat in this. But there's some other guys, some other competition. Detroit Pistons big man Andre Drummond.
Yes.
It's like I like one big guy in there. I got
Hell
no
yeah.
problem with that. Let's see what those guys can do.
We're going to see what he's done throughout his career later. He's done some great stuff.
Electric
Oh, yeah.
Nuggets guard, Will Barton.
Bring some of that, Will.
This guy has had the most highlight dunks this
Yeah.
season.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
He's up
In-game
there.
dunks. Can he do it in the contest? That's what we will soon find out on Saturday night. And finally, young Magic forward Aaron Gordon.
Show us the double pop. Whoa.
We gotta see it.
You know, talking to fans over the last couple of days, a lot of people, if you're not picking Zach LaVine, some people are leaning towards Gordon as a dark horse pick.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, he's got some bounce there. But in the end,
Everyone.
all of our predictions, we're all backing Zach LaVine to go back-to-back in this. The fans agree. Let us know on Twitter. Hashtag the starters if you do as well. I don't know how you don't pick
Yeah.
Zach LaVine. I don't know how you do it.
And it's great because going into this weekend, people are just so hyped to see him.
Yeah.
They're just so excited. And he's got the advantage because he's in people's heads as the favorite. So even if you see a dunk that might warrant a 9, you kind of think, well, because he's so great, you give him a 10. It's
Yeah, it's the champion's advantage, really. Like, you have to really, really beat Zach LaVine to be able to take him down in a dunk contest because people are expecting a 50 every single time, and he's probably capable of it.
Could he do the exact same dunks as last year
Yeah.
and still win it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they were spectacular.
I don't think he's going to because Karl Anthony Towns, his teammate, has seen some things. He
Yep.
tweeted, just left Zach LaVine slam dunk practice, and oh my God, grab your popcorn, because he's making a movie on Saturday.
I felt the same way watching Trey, though, yesterday, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But no, look, hopefully one of these other guys can surprise us and throw down some big dunks and at least challenge Zach. But what we saw last year, he didn't really miss any dunks. He just went out there from the start, blew us away, and it was fantastic.
I am excited about Andre Drummond because I think it was you, Trey. You found a clip of Drummond. I believe we have it from his college days when he was on UConn, and they would have their sort of team dunk contest, I guess, in front of the fans. And he threw down a couple dunks in this. We do have it. Where for a big guy, that's sort of basic here, but he's going to throw one off the ground and then go through
still
the leg.
pretty amazing.
No, that's great. We've seen Dwight Howard do similar things like that.
Yeah,
and
he
look,
can
he's
do
won
Dwight
the contest.
stuff, it
Check
feels
this
like.
one.
Oh, between the legs.
I mean,
Crazy for a huge
guy to do that. If he pulls out that in the contest, I mean, I can assume he can still do it.
There have been great big guys. Really, all we need in this contest from Barton or Drummond or Gordon is one of them to push Zach LaVine,
Yes.
really, right? Because
Yes.
Oladipo did that in the first round last year. He hit that 360 on the baseline, looked like a 540. People went crazy, so Zach's like, I got to do something. We just need somebody to sort of push Zach LaVine. It could be Drummond to me, it could be Aaron Gordon, or it could be Will
You're
Barton.
right. We don't need all three guys being unbelievable. We need that other guy with Zach LaVine to make him memorable. That's true. Because in the end, you always tend to remember just the one guy, the one moment, or just the total dunk package.
Zach left some stuff in the bag last
That's
year,
what I like
as
about
he said.
it. Yeah, he's not being complacent. He wants to go out there and put on another show, and I think that's going to be great for the fans.
Yeah, and I don't follow the Seattle Pro-Am in the summer, but apparently Zach LaVine has done some crazy stuff in the Seattle Pro-Am, and Andrew Wiggins told SiriusXM today he's going to leave you stunned.
And we've said it before, Zach. If you are listening or watching here, if you want to dunk over the starters on
We'll be
Saturday
there.
night,
Yeah.
We're here right now.
We'll be here. We can get in costumes. I think you should dunk over all of Canada. We could have a Beaver, CN Tower. He's tall,
Justin
stuff
Bieber.
like that. Hockey player. Just throwing that out there.
We can roll this desk out there.
Yeah, we can do a live
be
show
awesome.
while you dunk over us. Again, just throwing that out there. So, going to be awesome. Saturday night, let's hear your picks on Twitter. #TheStarters. That's that dunk contest. We got to take a break, but when we return,
The big one.
it's the real dunk contest of the weekend. Taco, Trey Kirby versus E-Dog Lee Ellis. Round 3. It's the rubber match. Maybe it's the last one we ever do of these things. Who knows?
Get that beard out of my face.
Come on back. You're watching the Starters NBA All-Star Special. What are you guys doing?
A little beard fun. A little beard
Kiss?
fun.
Lee's laughing already.
Back with the Starters. It's time for the most anticipated dunk contest since Jordan Neek in 1988.
What a rivalry.
It's Taco versus E-Dog here. For those new to the show, this is something we do. We have these two guys dunk on 8-foot rims. It's
Sometimes 9.
Sometimes 9, that's true. Here's a look at how we got to where we are for our third contest
Pay close attention.
tonight.
Man, how things have evolved since then, you know?
Lee took the first year.
Yeah.
The creativity was fairly low. I mean, okay,
That's
we have
right,
the blindfold
yeah. Oh,
now.
yeah.
In the second year, I think Lee was a little too focused on the three-point shootout, and Trey really brought it.
Trey destroyed him.
Trey
I focused a lot.
just destroyed E-Dog here in the
Yeah,
second year.
that's
So
fair.
it's one crown for each of you, and this is the rubber match.
It's time, baby.
Now,
Huge.
look, you guys have been taking this very seriously. I mean, you keep going over to his house while he's not even home to dunk on his driveway net.
Sadly, that's true.
Yeah, so you're putting in work not only in the gym though, you've taken it to the media, and I would say things have got downright nasty. Have a look at this.
Lee, we happy?
Oh yeah, we're happy, Bones.
Lee Ellis can shoot three-pointers. Lee Ellis can pick very solid plays. And Lee Ellis loves the 1987 All-Star Game. But Lee Ellis thinks you can pump shoes that aren't pumps. Lee Ellis jumped around, not over Matty O. And Lee Ellis couldn't blow out the candle on his own cupcake. This All-Star Weekend, vote for the candidate who doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Vote for Taco Trey Kirby as your 2016 dunk champ.
I'm Trey Kirby, and I approve this message.
So there you go. Things are real.
It's real around
Things
here.
are real in the dunk contest.
Got sweaty
game.
palms.
Before
Me
we
too.
get to the dunks, I believe we have a tale of the tape. And we show this to you because, Trey, you've had a body transformation.
Oh, yeah. Under 200, baby.
Under 200. Lee's still a good 180.
Yeah, a healthy 180.
A healthy 180.
Lee also, his height went up an inch this year. You
Hey,
don't
that's
see
bar
that a lot
three.
for
That's-
old guys.
That's at bar 3, man. It straightens out the spine.
Oh,
Great.
you actually
Straightens
that's
it out.
amazing. Hey, you're not 40 yet, which is good.
Yeah, no, I'm still in my 30s.
In your 30s. In your 30s. So,
Let's get it on.
Tass and I are going to be voting on this. We got our scorecards here, but
Get rid of that one.
we
You don't
could
want
have
that.
a tie, and the fans will be the ultimate tiebreaker. You need to vote live right now from dunk to dunk as we go on. Hashtag Trey Dunk if you want Trey, and hashtag Lee Dunk if you want Lee.
You
We
could
got the
decide
live
whose
vote
trash
going.
talk we're going to hear
All
for
right,
the next 12
I don't
months.
know who we're starting with. Who has the first dunk?
I think it's me.
Is it Lee?
It's
Lee?
me, yes,
Let's
yes.
get to the dunks, man.
This one is called the Banana Slammer.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Easily the healthiest dunk out there.
Okay.
You know I like my bananas, so I thought I'd combine my two loves, bananas and basketball, and go and throw down a dunk.
So what are you going to do?
Well,
You're just gonna eat a banana while you dunk?
Well, I can't obviously eat the whole thing. I'm just going to take a big chomp out of it and throw down something that's about a 360. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Are these going to get better?
Yeah,
so
of course.
So I
But
know where to
look
start
at,
my.
Look at that. You're trying to have
not bad.
trying to have a meal while throwing down a 360
A
one-hander.
meal.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's not many dunks where you actually get a healthy.
That's a good point.
The banana slammer.
Yeah.
That wasn't. So, and
right,
what are we on? Official 8-foot rims here? What are we
Those
doing?
are officially 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decide.
Okay.
8 or 9er.
I'm going to start with the 7.
Wow.
I'm starting with the 7.
Okay, you influenced me. I'll go ahead.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
We
So
got a total of 15
We're
there.
doing sort of a round to round here. So
15.
Trey, you
Trey,
got to
you
beat
can top
15.
that.
You got to beat 15 for round 1 here. Let's have a
Consider
look.
it done.
What are we working with here?
Well, a lot of people are worried about the cold up here in Toronto, so I thought I would warm things up with a little thing we call It's Cold in Here.
the
Inspired.
lumberjack.
The lumberjack, pure flannel, pure hat. We're tearing off a shirt. We're throwing it down.
Okay.
And look at that. That's a Trey Kirby Slam Dunk Championship T-shirt.
Wow, the props are
Presumptuous,
through the roof
This
here.
is the year. No, Lee, this is more like calling your shot, to be honest with you.
I mean, you
I like
know.
the pose.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the dunk itself.
Get those in my
though.
web store.
Tass, what are
Sticking
you-
with an 8.
I'm sticking with this. I'm sticking with a
Ooh,
7. I'm sticking with a
tie.
7. It's a tie after
that's a
round
tie.
1.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a tie after round 1. All right. Right now, the fans on E-Dog's side out
Yeah,
there. But
smart
keep those
fans.
votes
I've
coming.
always
Keep
said
the votes
that.
coming.
They
All
just
right, Lee,
don't
what do you
want
got
my
in store
shirt.
for your second dunk?
Well, you all remember D Brown in 1991.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to modernize it and call it the Dab Brown.
Okay.
And you're also
Do you know what
remember,
dabbing is?
Yeah, well, you're about to find out if I do or not. Remember, Trey was criticising me because I was saying I was trying to pump shoes without
Wow.
pumps. Well, I got pumps
Yeah.
that D Brown wore, and look at that. And there's the double dab. I mean,
You're the worst, man.
You might get a You're the Worst score here.
Yeah, there is a You're the Worst card in here, isn't
listen,
there?
it's topical. Do you know what dabbing is?
Topical Lee, you know what
Do you know
dabbing is.
what? Do you know what
You
dabbing
know
is?
dabbing's over when you're talking about dabbing.
It's more like
Kids know. The kids know. That
more like
one's
the
appealing to me.
dad brown. Real dad move.
The
right
double
there.
dab.
Come on, Lee.
You know.
I didn't like that one, Lee. I got to be honest. I'm going.
I got an 8. I mean, there's
Wow.
some fire. but-
13er.
He put on Reebok pumps.
Yeah.
put on
Do you know
Reebok
how hard it
last
was
year.
for me to get these Reebok pumps? They arrived at the hotel an hour before the dunk
It's not an
contest.
eBay contest.
Oh,
Lee.
man.
Let's try dunking. All right.
Stress alone.
All right, so
I
what does
should've
he
got
got?
13. We got a 13 there.
All right, Trey. Second
Back
dunk.
in 1994, J.R. Ryder won the dunk contest with something called the East Bay Funk Dunk. I've never lived in the East Bay, but I did live here on Fleet Street. So this is the Fleet Street Funk Dunk.
Okay.
Pretty simple thing. Just through the legs
That's nice.
and
Okay.
a dunk. This is a literal through the legs dunk that you're going to see. Do you think Lee Ellis can do that?
I love when the camera angles so low to make it look like you're just skying there.
Look like I was sky. That's a lot of frame to get up that high.
It's a good dunk.
It was a better dunk than I'm giving you this. You're getting
man.
this round. I'm giving you a 7.
All right.
I'm giving you a 7.
I'll give you a 9.
Wow,
What are the fans saying?
You're kind.
We know you're going to win.
You're
Fans
kind.
are still smart.
We know
They know.
Trey's gonna
They
win.
know.
Okay,
We'll see.
Trey's up 1 here.
Yeah.
Ooh, the fans coming back to Trey's side. here.
Dunk 3 of 4 coming up.
Hashtag Trey dunk or hashtag Lee dunk. Who do
Yeah.
you want? All right, what do you got?
This is called the Superman Down Under. Now, I had to recruit my 3-year-old to help me out with this one. Yeah. Because he loves wearing his Superman cape around the house, so I had to steal it off him.
Okay.
And you've probably seen this dunk before from Dwight Howard. So I actually try in this one as well to get a thrunk.
You're gonna thrunk
actually
it?
thrunking it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks to Lee Mabry for the help chicken sandwich.
Okay, yeah.
That's his
chicken
nickname.
sandwich. The cape
Yeah.
came off.
There you go.
Let's see, this is the
watch,
angle.
yeah, watch this.
A thrunk.
Yeah. That's a
does-
thrunk. That's a legit thrunk. That's hard to do.
Did you kick the cameraman there? Or what?
There was a kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't know if we should be advocating for thrunks.
Hey, do you know how hard it is to do a
interesting.
thrunk?
Yeah,
I
you missed
I
this
don't.
one a lot. That's true.
I'm
Yeah.
giving it an 8.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. 17. That's a pretty good score.
You're
That's
welcome.
not bad. That is a difficult dunk.
Yeah, look. This
Look.
is the thrunk.
Because look at the
Okay,
elevation.
I like
yeah.
how you brought your knees or your
Good
legs up.
replication, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes the
Definitely
cape.
looks like Dwight's.
Oh, the cameraman got hit by the ball. All right.
Okay.
Trey, you got to beat 17.
Yeah, back when I dropped my first fire dunk mixtape, people were saying you gotta dunk your baby, but that's
Yeah,
crazy because
no,
you
let's dunk a baby.
you can't actually dunk
If
your
you dunk a baby, you win.
But this one here is a shout out to my baby girl Isla. It's the dad dunk. I took her baby carry. I brought it with. We're popping out
Oh,
and we're
I like the
throwing down a
creativity.
reverse. And wait, put her back to
sleep.
bed.
Yeah, rock her. Give her a kiss.
Love you.
This is good. This is good. The pop.
that's-
One of a kind right here.
You just punched your baby.
Yeah, but it was like on her butt though, so it's okay.
Okay, I
More
like
like
it.
a gentle love tap, if you will.
I saw this live in my driveway.
A tenor.
I'm giving it a 10.
wow.
I love
All right.
the creativity.
I'm going 9.
19.
Okay.
I'll take round 3, Lee.
Man, I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble. But it's
You're
all
in
right.
trouble.
It's all right.
It's all right.
What do you got?
Sorry,
You know,
what do you got,
everyone's
sorry?
talking about the 20-year anniversary of the Bulls going 17-2-10, but it's also the 20-year anniversary of one of the greatest dunks we've ever seen from Bones.
Oh,
So I had to
of course. That's what was in the briefcase. It's so obvious.
I had to dig deep. I had to go and ask Bones for his jacket because I know I needed something special.
Whoa.
Shout out to Matty O there
Yeah.
for coming in and helping
Hey,
out.
Matty O, smile a little
Great
bit.
acting.
This is serious stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's
It's a
legit,
banana.
man.
It's another banana.
I hope it's a dunk.
So, yeah, I mean,
So this is the actual jacket that Bones wore in the 96 dunk contest.
this is the one. This is the one. So, you know, I mean, it worked for Bones. I thought it has to work for me, too.
All right, it worked
here
for
we
one
go.
white guy,
Yeah.
will it work for another one? All right, where is the free throw line?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
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 I mean, look, you have to use your imagination a little on that, but look how far back that is. Look at that.
What are you talking about? We might as well put
That's-
down
you
the
should've put- you
arbitrary
should've put
line
down
that we
some
had from the
tape.
skating
Look at this.
That's his sea walk.
Yeah. I know he did it after the three-point shootout, but I had to add my little own
Dancing
spice
like
to it.
David Brent.
These leg moves.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know. You got. No. Yeah.
They're the
Listen.
worst.
You did a lot of work. You did a lot of work for that
You're
one.
the weirdest
Give it
guy.
10.
You're the weirdest guy I know. Trey, you just have to do a layup here.
you
on
win.
this thing.
To be honest with you, though, I do think I'm going to win it because of this one. We came to Toronto. You can't come to Toronto without honoring the greatest dunker of all time, Vince
yeah.
Carter. This, my friends, is a dunk I call Vinsanity. We're going to pop off that
Wow, nice,
gorgeous
nice.
jacket.
Wow.
And wow, what's underneath there? Whose jersey could that be? Is it Jorge Garbajosa? No.
Amir
Is it
Johnson?
Amir Johnson? No. Is it Anthony Bennett? No. You'll see who it is. It's Vince Carter because I'm hitting the reverse 360. On my very first attempt.
Oh, wow, just like Vince.
Just like Vince. Oh, yeah.
That's a nice dunk. I like that dunk.
It's over.
Not
It's
bad,
over.
Kirby, you really brought it this year. That, dropping the 30 pounds, whatever you dropped,
Yeah.
you can really
that
see
helped.
it.
The rubber match.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Has been decided.
I'm giving it to Kirby. Let's give it up.
A perfect
for Taco.
score.
Hey, the fans
Trey
are
Kirby.
saying otherwise.
The fans are saying otherwise.
mean,
They've been wrong
listen,
before.
They've been wrong
That's
before.
why we don't let them vote.
Do we have a trophy? I believe we have a yes. Kelsey.
man. Oh,
back
man.
to back, back
There
to
it is.
back.
Back
Hey,
to back.
It's ironic you said this is like Neek and Jordan in '88. I feel like Neek. I feel like I was robbed.
No, don't worry. Hey, Lee, stick the three-point shooting. Congrats.
Well done, Trey. Well done.
Well done,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
It was,
Thank
the,
you,
it, was
guys.
the, it was the dad
Great
dunk.
production.
It was the dad dunk, for sure. Great props there. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, more props. Our top 10 props in NBA dunk history. Welcome back to the Starters NBA All-Star Special here live in Toronto at the ACC, where we have just crowned the dunk contest winner, Taco Trey Kirby, going back-to-back. There it is.
Back-to-back.
Congrats again, sir. There.
2 times.
Congrats
2
again.
times.
I'm honored to be sitting beside you.
I'm honored to have dunked on your driveway.
You got your phone out. Are you checking the tweets? What the people are saying?
I'm seeing what the people are saying because we know the people are right. But a tweet came in from Eddie Kelly. It says, "Congrats to Lee Ellis on putting another nail in the dab coffin."
Yeah.
Hashtag Trey Dunk.
No, that's right. Give us a dab. Give us a quick dab, Lee. There you go.
All right, we can move on to other dances.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome stuff. Congrats again there, Trey. All right, we got a special top 10 this week, guys, because we're looking back at our favorite dunk contest props in NBA history. These are the top 10 props that made us celebrate it, presented by
Ciroc!
That's right, Tess. Let's get to those props.
Where's the banana going to be on here?
Yeah, it was number 11.
Oh,
Just
close
missed out
call.
on the cut. At number 10, it is Cedric Ceballos and his blindfold in 1992.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fans for the blindfold, but this did win him a dunk contest.
That's
You got to
right,
give
yeah.
him some props. Cedric Sabalas was a guy that everybody knew about for a while because of this.
Pun intended on that?
Damn,
Yeah,
we
get-
give lots of props.
Yeah, a bunch of props.
Unintended.
This was great. In 2009, Nate Robinson used Dwight Howard,
Yeah.
dunked right over Superman because he was Crypto Nate. I love the green ball.
Yeah, that was.
He had everything.
And this
had
guy's,
everything.
this guy's got a little bit more moves than you, Lee.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Let's get him here and we'll test him out.
At number 8 on our top 10 dunk contest props, it's Jeremy Evans' painting of Jeremy Evans dunking. And he
That's
jumped
amazing.
over it. This is a great one.
He painted
And then
this.
signs it himself.
Yeah, talented guy. It's like Inception, this, right?
Yeah.
So many layers. So many layers. to
Pretty
this.
crazy.
Yeah. Spin your
Good
top.
stuff.
At number 7 of the dunk contest props, the cupcake dunk. This was unheralded. This is tough to do. He
Oh,
gets
this
up,
is very tough.
able to blow it out and throw it down.
On an
Yeah.
8-foot rim for you.
Exactly, yeah.
You really had to watch that in
This is
replay.
awesome.
Live,
Yeah.
people didn't know what happened.
Did he eat the cupcake? Guess we'll never
I'm
know.
amazed the cupcake didn't fall
I know.
off, too. It's unbelievable. At number 6 on the props dunk history, it's the Kia. It has to be the Kia. It's still not the greatest dunk of all time. It did get a 50, but Baron Davis passing it through the sunroof. This was such a show here with the choir.
I was enjoying that choir.
Yeah.
At number 5, it's the Dwight Howard smiley sticker. Watch his left hand. He gets up and throws it so high.
This was another one people didn't really know what happened
Yeah.
either until that zoom in, and then it was amazing.
And then Jameer Nelson with the tape measure out as
Yeah,
well.
great.
Yeah. At number 4, JaVale McGee. Remember this guy's 2011. He brought out a second rim, grabbed a second ball, and did one of the still cooler
Amazing.
dunks.
Yeah.
He almost made it look too easy.
Yeah.
I think people weren't that impressed. It was pretty cool.
At number 3, it's the
Hey.
Lee Ellis jacket.
Wow.
Brent Barry's jacket, dunking from the free throw line.
Yeah, Bones was ahead of his time, I think.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic, this
It was a
jacket.
smart move by Brent, not showing the bones.
He took off a little further than you did.
Just a little,
Just
just a smidge.
Just a tad. At number 2, back to Dwight Howard. I think it has to be some sort of combination of the Superman cape and the phone
Yeah.
booth. You know, he played this up a couple years, and it worked for him.
It was perfect
Oh,
for
yeah.
Dwight to do this sort of stuff.
It really was.
Yeah.
This is when everyone loved Dwight Howard.
That was on a 12-foot rim too there, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
3 props, 1 dunk. Nice.
And the number 1 best dunk contest props has to be the Reebok pumps
Yeah. I
from
think it
P.
has to
Brown.
Oh, for sure.
They're so tough to get, says Lee now.
Yeah.
Very tough.
This is also the first time we ever saw the dab, according to Lee Ellis.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff.
I tried to bring it back, you know.
I guess
Tried
we're
to
ready.
bring it back.
Yeah.
Did anyone have a pair of Reebok?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean. It's
Loved
gotta
it.
be the
Reebok
number one.
dunks. I was a big D Brown fan because of the dunk contest, because of the pumps, right?
I bought these pumps right after the dunk
Yeah.
contest. They were amazing shoes.
They sold a lot of
Yeah.
those. Right
Number
after
1
the
prop, no
dunk
doubt.
contest.
Yeah.
There you go. Agree, disagree. Maybe we forgot some. Let us know on Twitter, hashtag the starters.
And one thing before our last break, we wanted to extend our sincere congratulations to the great David Aldridge.
Yeah.
He's the recipient of the Kurt Gowdy Media Award. The Kurt Gowdy Media Award is an annual honor given by the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame to outstanding basketball writers and broadcasters.
One of the best.
He's
Definitely warranted. Congrats, David Aldridge.
Congrats to DA. Good stuff, DA. All right, we got to take one more break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the All-Star Game and make our MVP predictions for that one. Let's hear from you guys on Twitter as well. So don't go anywhere. You're watching the Starters NBA All-Star Special. Can Kobe win a fifth one? That's going to be the storyline. Back with the Starters NBA All-Star Special. We've made our predictions for the Friday and Saturday events. Well, the big game is on Sunday. Valentine's Day. Basketball and love. It's so perfect together. Here is a look at the East roster for the 2016 NBA All-Star Game. See the guys there. No Chris Bosh.
Yep.
That's a bummer. Yeah,
See you, buddy.
Al Horford in on the mix now. Look at the West. Again, just to refresh your memory, you guys all know all this. There it is. But before we get to our predictions for the game, our MVP predictions, I should say, Trey, you had a chance to talk to one of these starters, Heat guard Dwayne Wade, about his favorite All-Star memories and the possibility of maybe a final Kobe All-Star Game MVP. Let's have a look.
We're here at the Stan Sock Spades tournament with our host, future Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade. Dwayne, you're a 12-time All-Star. You won an All-Star MVP. You hit a game winner in an All-Star game. You had a triple-double in an All-Star game. You've basically done it all. What is your favorite All-Star memory?
Oh, man, it would have to be my first All-Star. Just being a kid, wanting to play the game of basketball, wanting to play with some of the greats, and I got an opportunity my second year in the league to be on an All-Star team, and it was amazing, man. So I remember that it was me and LeBron's first year. It was just a cool experience just to be around all those guys and actually play and be a part of us winning that game.
You didn't mention your Skills Challenge wins as your #1 accomplishment. You were the first guy, though, to go back-to-back in the Skills Challenge, 06 and 07. Yeah. Where are you putting that on your list of all-time accomplishments? I'm guessing you got the trophies up by the Finals MVP at home?
Well, I have it up, but it ain't about a Finals MVP. I think I'm, one of 2 or 3 guys that's done it so far.
Yeah, super rare to be a 2-time winner.
Yeah. So for me, it was cool. I still think if I got in it today, I still think I'll do well.
All right.
I've been thinking about it, but I don't
know, man. I watched the 08 contest today. It looked like you were done defending.
I was. You know what? I was at that point where I had so many different things on my plate. I wanted to take one off, so I did.
You were a part of a big-time Kobe All-Star moment not too long ago. 2012, he goes baseline, you foul him, accidentally break his nose. Now, this is Kobe's final All-Star game. How do you plan to send him out?
I mean, he's a competitor. He's going to go for it, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. So I didn't try to do that, just flashbacks of playing that guy and just being competitive and happen. But I've had so many moments with him in my 12 years in these All-Star games, so I'm glad I get another one.
One of the guys on our show, Tass, said you shouldn't be starting the All-Star game. Yeah. You called him out on Twitter.
I did.
Now you're here starting the All-Star game. If Tass was here right now, what would you say to him?
I wouldn't say nothing. Each is their own opinions. But, our fans decide who the starters are. They decide who they want to see in the game, So if you want to talk about production, if that was what we're going off of, I would pick other guys. I would pick Jimmy Butler, who had a great individual year. So I understand everyone's arguments, but this game is about our fans. But I would be in the All-Star game. So it don't matter if I'm starting or not. I would be here, homie.
Yeah, the dude's a legend, no doubt. Good stuff. Dwayne, good luck tonight. Good luck Sunday in the All-Star game. Thanks for talking with me, man.
I appreciate it, Taco.
Thank you.
In your face, Mellis.
Homie.
Yeah, homie.
We're
homies. We're cool. He doesn't have to say anything. He's Dwayne Wade.
Trey, did he know you were going and that's why he put on the camo jersey?
Yeah, we talked earlier, said match up our outfits so we can look cool.
All right, that's great stuff. Dwayne Wade sort of leaning towards the idea of maybe Kobe Bryant getting another MVP in the All-Star game. Of course, it's his final game. It'd be a great way to go out. Here are our picks, our MVP predictions for the big game on Sunday. Taz, Steph. Lee, you're going Russell Westbrook.
Back to back.
Back to back. Interesting. Trey, you're going LeBron James. He's won that twice. And I'm with Dwayne Wade, and so are the people on the Starters Facebook page. We're picking Kobe. I'm amazed you guys aren't picking Kobe. I don't see how they will not be trying to feed him the ball every single opportunity they can, his Western Conference teammates, to give him a go at this. And look, he's sort of playing for a weird history here. He's tied for the most All-Star Game MVP wins in history with Bob Pettit.
And he
way back
definitely
when.
knows that.
He knows that, so if he gets that 5th, he sort of stands alone as the greatest player to some extent in All-Star game history. There's a look at the board right there. Bob's so old, we got the black and white photo. But yeah, legends there on that board. Jordan with 3, Robertson, and Shaquille O'Neal.
He did joke that he was going to play 10 minutes and only 10 minutes.
That's the thing.
That's a bit of a worry.
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. He's not going to go and play 35 minutes or anything like that. And Popovich is not going to play him that much.
Yeah, he likes to rest his starters.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. Yeah.
Nah, I think
he does. Yeah. I mean, what happens if he misses a few shots early on? He doesn't want him going like 2 for 17 or something like that. So
fair enough.
Fair enough. He's going to keep shooting. That's what's going to happen.
That's true. But
I'm taking Steph because everybody knows it's the year of Steph, and they're going to feed him the ball accordingly.
I thought you said he can't win everything.
That's exactly right.
That's why he's not winning the three-point.
And he's going to be mad that he didn't win the three-point contest.
Interesting.
And he's going to win the most valuable player on Sunday.
Trey?
It's hard to pick against Steph Curry, but I kind of feel like with LeBron, there are just certain times where he wants to remind people, I'm still the best player in the game. You know, it's been since 2008 was the last time he won an All-Star MVP. Maybe this is the time he's like, hey, I'm still number 1 around here.
It could be.
We'll see.
And you're going with Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook had 41 off the bench last year and won it. He's starting this year.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's hear from you guys. Jump on Twitter, #TheStarters, your MVP picks for Sunday's game. Guys, tomorrow, very excited. We had a special edition of the Starters. It's the Starters All-Star Hall of Fame. What is that? Well, you're going to have to tune in 1:30 p.m. Eastern on NBA TV to really find out. But what we're doing is we're creating our own All-Star Hall of Fame, inducting guys into it or moments into it across multiple categories like the dunk contest, three-point contest, all-star heroes, that's sort of on-the-court stuff, and all-star entertainers, that's more off-the-court stuff like your Marvin Gaye's and your Mariah Carey.
Very fun stuff.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be very debatable. You're going to think some guys maybe shouldn't get in or others shouldn't. So, again, 1:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow here on NBA TV. And, boy, we're just gearing up here. We're not, I guess the weekend just got here. We got the drop. And we've got a whole lot more. So you won't be getting rid of the Stars anytime soon.
No, looking forward to this weekend. Thanks for joining us, folks. And remember, who said all the dunks have been done? They haven't.
Race tonight, people.